What's up, YouTube? So, in a departure from what I've done so far, we're going to dispose of the gimbal and the drone and the FS7. So we're going to London and we're going to go to a campaign for nuclear disarmament march. I don't know a lot about it. I'm not like super heavily politicized about this issue. I'd like to know more. You're not very political, are you? Are you political? Are you left or are you right? Are you conservative or are you Labour? What are you then? What are you then? Which one are you? Do you care about nuclear armament? Do you care about... No, that's turned him right off. So the kit I'm going to be taking with me is the SONY A7S Mark I with a Rode top mic. I'm going to take the lens that you're looking at me through right now, the 14mm Samyang Prime. And I'm also going to take a 24-70 Sigma EF mount. Does your opinion matter? Do your political choices have any consequence? Do we live in a true democracy? Or are we all just numbers? Let's find out. Go back to my old stomping grounds. Arsenal, Tottenham, all the football places. I don't really follow sport. See you later.
Bye, dickhead.
Bye. Bye.
The only way to hear music was in the flesh. Rocks and sticks and gourds, to lyres and harpsichords.
First time I've walked around with a camera filming myself, I feel like a bit of a twat, to be honest.
Music was a moment, and that was the only time you'd ever hear that song played quite like that. Oh, for thousands of years, the music go in your ears, and the memory of the sound was all that was left. But clever human, you just couldn't take it.
What's
You
that?
had to go
Hello, mate.
and make
Good, yeah.
it more
You're going for a beer then?
Yes, we're going for a pint.
Who are you?
I'm Rob Howie, Facebook sensation.
And what's your whole beef?
Just about this and that. I'm a rebel without a cause, basically.
Thought that.
You don't have a cold, you've got a hangover. At least twice a week you say, I think I'm coming down with something.
And those are the night.
Like,
Those are the mornings after you
come
got.
down with it already, it's a hangover.
Feel a bit fragile. So what I need is to go to a march with thousands of people banging drums. Oh, tequila was a good idea.
That's it, get it all in.
There's only one tequila.
Yeah, you're right.
Moonshine was a bad idea.
Buy a paper, pick up a leaflet, so you can show the people in central London why we're marching, or how we can spend the money on useless nuclear weapons to provide decent public services for all and bring an end to austerity.
Look who it is! What's up?
There he is.
How you doing, man?
Good.
What are you doing?
My dad and my cousin.
How you doing?
Nice to see you, mate.
See
I
you
haven't
again.
seen
How
you
you
for
doing? I know,
years.
you were-
This demonstration today in itself is not going to stop a war, but it adds pressure to governments and politicians and the arms industry that accumulates over generations to make it more difficult for them to take countries to war.
Trident, Trident, money down the drain. It can kill all living creatures and then kill them all again. It's time we got together and it's time we made a fuss so that we can bury Trident before it buries us.
For the layman, what is Trident?
Well, the Trident program is our nuclear weapons deterrent in the UK, and this is a protest against updating it. I mean, we currently have a Trident program. It will cost 100 billion to update it, which they're proposing to do over the next 10 years or so.
It's ironic. The people who want to spend billions and billions of pounds creating weapons that could destroy the planet 30 times over are called moderate, and the people who want to spend that money on welfare are called extremists.
The patriotic dust. Trident, Trident, money down the drain.
Complete waste of money and immoral to even contemplate using them. So I think it's the wrong move for the country to be talking about spending such a large amount of money on a new generation of nuclear weapons.
Most people in Britain are very against it, and so we've gathered here today to defend our constitutionally enacted rights to protest and say F Trident, essentially.
Ridiculous you spend that much money on something that we may not even ever use when we actually need lots of things in this country, like the NHS, housing, stuff like that.
Fair enough, awesome. And do you think marching and protesting actually has any real impact? Does it do anything?
I don't know, maybe not, but it's better than sitting at home, and at least I'm not talking about it on Facebook.
But I also think that it's very important as an act of solidarity with other people around the world to do this kind of thing. And the more you pressure, change will eventually happen. It might be a longer process, but none of us would be here if we didn't believe that it were possible.
I've been politically active since I was 18 years old, and I'm 66 this year. I really have got no idea how many marches I've been in.
It's done too. Soon everyone will want to have as big a bomb as you.
We're facing huge cuts to the vulnerable, increasing number of homeless people, and at a time of austerity, Trident is the last thing we can afford.
It's money that could be much better spent on things that to the benefit of people, rather than something that could potentially kill us all.
Yeah, we're demonstrating against Trident.
And why do you think it's important to do that?
Because apparently the country's got no money, but they can find 167 billion to renew something that's of no use to us whatsoever. All it does is make us a target in the event of war.
1 million people ate out of food banks last year. I mean, that tells you all you need to know, to be honest.
So literally imagine having a family and and trying to feed them on like £40 a week and not being able to, and finding out that the government's spending how much on
100 billion.
100 billion pounds on renewing a nuclear program that they don't ever intend to use, and nor should they want to. So yeah, it just feels like it's preposterous.
Yeah.
But I'm still a member, only a short time later. CND and the wider peace movement play an absolutely vital role in our society.
Yeah, it's been awesome. You?
A very good day. It's a good demonstration.
So there you go. Thank you so much for watching. It was a really great experience to go on a march. I didn't know loads about it. Now I know a bit more about it. I guess one of the interesting things I discovered was the justification behind keeping the nuclear deterrent is really one that's all about, well, just that, it's a deterrent. That's the right-wing justification for keeping it, is that if we don't have nuclear arms, then other countries will go, oh, they're weak, and then they'll be able to exploit that in the global race for domination. But nonetheless, I still don't think that it's a valuable use of all of our money that we're paying into the system, when there are people that have to eat at food banks, when there are people that are dying because they can't get the medical care that they so desperately need. There are bigger fish to fry right now than worrying that Korea cares whether we've got nuclear arms. Anyway, I know this wasn't the usual vlog from me. I know it's not me running around smashing drones into things or running around with my gimbal. Hope you've enjoyed it nonetheless. Great experience. If you haven't been on a march, go on one, see what you think. Try one. Probably don't go on a white supremacy march though. Those tend to be bad eggs, those guys. Yeah, I'll be back to my normal stuff very shortly, running around with cameras. Thanks for watching. Peace.